Wondering how academic writing can be a problem? Today we are going to discover how to make our work to be more professional and more considered when dealing with academic writing. Whether you are dealing with research, dealing with any type of professional work that you need to maybe get other sources to reference, like for example you're using internet, you're using books, the best solution is get citations for your work, get a reference for your work. Previously we've been talking about plagiarism, we've been talking about loss of academic work, loss of information, and we said the best way to overcome that is through citations. Using proper citations in your work can really contribute a lot to your research. So today basically we are going to talk about citations using APA style. Wondering what APA is? Well, in this video we are going to discover what APA is and why would you choose using APA. Right away, let us get to know what APA is. APA in simple terms stands for American Psychological Association. This association was started in America, of course, and most people would prefer using APA because of its efficiency and its ease to use during citations. APA provides all the necessary knowledge you need when dealing with formal work, academic writing, and making your work to be standard. We can all resort to using APA. In APA, what you have to know in APA when you're referencing is to acknowledge your authors in text. Whenever you're writing, don't forget to acknowledge authors, because this, if you don't do so, it would mean plagiarism, and plagiarism can literally lead to imprisonment. Plagiarism can lead to loss of job. Plagiarism can also lead to loss of your official documents, since most of these documents have copyright. So I encourage all of us to resort to citing our work and acknowledge authors in your text to make your research more valuable and more professional. Then also include authors in the reference list, i.e. at the end of the work. For APA, we include the authors at the end of the work. Like you have all written your work, you can put the authors at the end. So let us quote the meaning of APA. It is American Psychological Association. As for students, may come as a question in your exam, and for other professions you need to know this as you are using it. It is very efficient, so everyone should try it out. Why would you have to use APA? APA is efficient and easy to understand. It would be confusing if everyone wrote in a different way. Like for example, me, I'm writing from my way. In Uganda, you don't know how we write. You're in America, you're writing your own way. This would bring a lot of confusion in the way. So we chose to use APA because we want to be more organized and understandable. So first and foremost, when citing, we are going to consider a lot of things, whether it's one author, two or more, or group. Here we are going to discover the proper citations in APA. When you are dealing with one author or two authors, the right way to cite them is write the author. For example, Christine and Brian, then they wrote that document or that specific article. Or you can say, you can either put a comma, like here, you can either put a comma after the authors or write the authors and put the year in brackets. Remember here, when you're putting a comma, you write the author Christine and you use this symbol of and, you don't use the real word, then comma and the year. But when you are writing the authors as in Christine and using the and, the real word, we put the year in brackets. Just like here, Smith and Johnson, 2022. We should take note of this because in academic writing it is highly considered, and in research you may end up losing marks because of improper citations. So when you are citing three or more authors in APA, this simplifies the citation by using et al. Et al meaning and also others, like etc. After the first authors, like you just have to write one author, the main author. For example, here we write Smith et al., meaning there are many others, but we just chose one of them, maybe the main author, like just Smith et al. 2020. Just like here narrative, Smith et al. 2020 found that urbanization affects bird migration patterns, meaning we've only written Smith, but there are also others coming more. That's why we are saying et al. Take note of this. Et al. Is not one word, there is a space in between, put a full stop, then they are in brackets. These things are easy and they make more work so more formal and more considered compared to writing your work in a disorganized way, confusing way, and at the end they may not understand your work. So when you're citing a group of authors without abbreviation, if the group author doesn't have a recognized abbreviation, write the full name each time. For example, here, American Psychological Association, you don't have to write the abbreviation, no one may recognize that. But for organizations which have a recognized, organizations like World Health Organization, who at least that one is recognized, maybe you can write you first write it in your text as World Health Organization, then when you are citing you put the abbreviation. But don't forget that some abbreviations are not recognized, so it would be better if you wrote the full name, then later you abbreviate it for clarity. Then when citing multiple sources in one parenthesis, you list them alphabetically by the author's last name separated by semicolons. Like there are multiple sources who have written this article. What you have to do, like here you write Johnson, 2019, put a semicolon, Smith, 2020, another semicolon, you also write another person, like that. Don't forget you write the author, the year, author here, put a semicolon between them. This suggests that both Johnson 2019 and Smith 2020 contributed to the research on climate policy. So by following these rules, you can properly cite works by one or more authors according to APA. So if you want to learn more concerning APA, there is a book which is called The Guide to APA 6th edition referencing style. I've just tried to summarize some of the basic essentials here, but you can still reach out to that book and get the basic knowledge for citations, so as to make your work more clear and make your academic work more understandable, to avoid confusion. So I urge all of us to look for a guide to the 6th edition referencing style APA. So when you're referencing in APA, this is the order we are following. Like in your reference list, after I have written all your work, in your reference list, you have alphabetize all references by last name. Just like here, just write the last name, comma, abbreviation of the first name, then the year and the work he wrote, A History of Magic title, read books. Then here we have Michael, his last name, 2017, why it is so important in Mendeley. So these are the basics we are going to look about in citations. Don't forget to reach out to that book. You're also going to learn how to cite images, just like here. How do you cite an image? Don't forget, if you don't cite your work, it will be plagiarism. And plagiarism, as we said, plagiarism is criminal. Plagiarism may lead to loss of job. Plagiarism may lead to loss of documents. So I urge all of us to cite our work and make it more professional and more formal. In the next upcoming video, we are going to look about citing using Mendeley desktop. How do you use Mendeley? It is something very new, so stay tuned. If you need anything concerning citing, just come to the comment section. I welcome all your comments there. You need any video we should polish, anything you need more, just come to the comment section. and I'll surely solve your problem. Citation, everyone should embrace. In our academic writing and in whatever profession we are in, we need to cite our work, as in to acknowledge authors. Till the next video of Main Daily.